Time you cover. This is the cover that Roaring Kitty used. Yesterday we posted a video decoding the entire thing, but I don't think we got everything in that video. I want to explain the new potential price targets for AMC, what AMC just did. I want to talk about GameStop and what Roaring Kitty could have actually meant. So make sure to like the video and watch the video all the way through because this is an important one like usual. So Roaring Kitty tweeted on May 12th and then December 5th, which, as many of you know, his tweets are not a coincidence. We have fact-checked things time and time again. It is nearly impossible for some things for him to tweet to be a coincidence the time he tweets them, and also what he tweets. Now, could this mean flip mode? Well, based on Roaring Kitty's recent post with the 109, 420, starting at 109, leading into 420, this could be the beginning of the run-up, which we touched a tiny bit on. But also, he has been posting in T plus 35 increments. The T plus 35 date from when he posted yesterday, I believe, comes onto January 9th. Again, nothing is a coincidence. Now, he also posted May 17th. So I'll take the audio out right here just so that I can actually play it for you guys. He's looking at a box with GameStop labeled on it and goes to open the box. Up here in the top corner, you can see Mr. 0045, Mr. 0045. Now, interpret this as you will, but this is, in my opinion, a clear sign of a data sequence, a data set that has to be lined up perfectly and precise, okay? Next up, it freezes right about here. As he opens the box, it gets distorted, and then you see this clock at the bottom. Okay, what's interesting about this clock is it skips 109, 107, 108, 110, 107, 108, 110. Okay, it continues to go, and you guessed it, it stops at 420. Now, obviously, Roaring Kitty's a meme king, okay? But he's not just a meme king. He is posting these cryptic tweets to give us a perfect signal on GameStop's price action. Let's keep going. So the time period might be the period between the dates of the original time cover, between Christmas, December 25th, and New Year's Eve, which is January 1st, which you can see is when that time cover was released back in 06 to 07. Now, the date of the tweet is also interesting since yesterday was the flip mode of Kitty's return on 5/12, which we talked about at the beginning of the video, right? This is flip mode. Now, the most important message of yesterday's tweet is 109, which is the Cheers YouTube video. And at the same time, flip mode, 109, 69 seconds, Uno reverse card, so on and so forth. So we like the dates December 5th versus May 12th. This points to some kind of reversal in everything, revolution, MOAS, and then specifically the tweet was time you cover, right? So this is a switch up in everything, but most importantly, time you cover. So this is a reversal in power to the players, right? The original Time magazine was about a new digital currency and power to the players. So this is a reversal of power to the players, right? New digital currency, which also, just a side note, was a little odd. When GameStop ended up rallying was the same exact time Bitcoin dumped off. We'll talk a little bit about that maybe later if we have time. Now, this fits Buck's tweet also showing the most valuable Pokemon card, trading card, that also shows the fire part, which we talked about yesterday, Buck the Bunny. We basically got confirmation of all of this correlating. Now, yesterday's tweet also showed a high volume and 42 answers to everything. If you calculate the whole thing, 19, 420, you see the answer to everything is GameStop. And last but not least, Kitty is telling us that it's time. Okay, so we got all of this down. We got Bitcoin selling off as GameStop rallied. So is this a liquidation event, right? Is money going to be pulled from markets to actually let these shorts cover their positions? This is a potential possibility. So the fire and the crash emoji may just be hand in hand and not one after the other, right? In which case would be scary because as of right now, my positions are SPY up, GameStop up, everything crash, right? But it would make sense for systematic risk to be that way, right? Then pull some leverage positions elsewhere and then cover over here. Now, AMC entered an agreement with Goldman Sachs to sell up to 50 million shares today, aka dilution. You come down here and you can see that the movie theater chain may issue and sell shares at any point of time and from time to time through sales agent Goldman Sachs, yada, yada, yada. So AMC can sell these 50 million shares, 10 million tomorrow, 20 million the next day, and then another 20 million the next day, right? Time to time, whenever they want. Obviously, there are some other rulings to that. Now, this is also very similar timing to the dilution in December of 2021, I believe. Oh, late 2020, early 2021, okay? which is also right before the AMC run up. Now, I want to explain to you why I entered calls on AMC and a little bit of a different type of calls, because I held an original position of calls, but I added more in the Discord. But really quick, I do not like dilution. Obviously, you don't like dilution as a shareholder, but I actually think this dilution was a decent time to dilute, and I'll explain to you right now. AMC's price, well, before I even explain AMC's price, this was probably a good time to do it. Okay, AMC entered an agreement with Goldman Sachs to sell 50 million shares, okay, at any time and from time to time. Now, $5.60 AMC share price is tied to the exchange mechanics of its debt, specifically exchangeable notes. Now, these notes allow holders to convert debt into shares at a rate reflecting $5.66, the agreed upon exchange price. If AMC stock sustains that price or goes higher than that price, then they might convert debt to equity, reducing AMC's outstanding debt, so still diluting shareholder value. Now, if we got over that price, these funds are likely to dilute shareholders anyway, lowering debt. But they will always have that option, okay? Keep that in mind. They will always have that option. So Adam Aaron or whatever, making them purchase, why not make them purchase before that price point, right? And then that option is still always there. AMC came all the way up to $5.56. Now, originally I thought, well, let's just get to 566 and lower your debt, right? Why wouldn't we do that? But this was a good move, in my opinion. I don't like every time they dilute, it aggravates me. But this was a good move. He makes them purchase, sub this price. Then when we get back past that price, their debt is still going to be lowered, right? Especially if Goldman and whoever else has those debt agreements with them assumes AMC's price is going to go to $30, which this is the next point that I'm bringing you guys. Well, first of all, AMC got this crash back down. We might say, Lottery Stocks, we were supposed to fly off of this, right? We got that big green candle. That green candle was amazing. We had two scenarios where we bounced right off of this parallel channel, or we came in and then bounced again. Now, we played out actually both, which doesn't usually happen. We ran out right away, but now you just dropped all the way back in, obviously off a catalyst down 11% or so. GameStop's not down 11%. We are going to touch on GameStop's chart, but you look at the previous cycle, you got a huge green candle up to this resistance, right, at about 76. 520 is acting as 76. Then essentially you came back down and tested the parallel channel before squeezing higher, right? You go back to the January squeeze, basically the same thing. Come out of this channel with a big green candle, come down base off the top of it. A little bit of a stronger move here, right? Now, we have talked about AMC, Ethereum Classic, XRP. They track one another. There has been a time period where we have called out XRP runs 2 months before AMC, maybe 1 month before Ethereum Classic. What am I trying to get at here? Ethereum Classic has broke above another level. So it's up 7% on the day. We originally saw Ethereum Classic run about 120%, and a lot of other plays ran 120%. Therefore, we were giving price targets on AMC of about 120% or so, as well as GameStop. Now it's up over 150%, and it's continuing to move past these levels and follow XRP like it should do. Although XRP obviously got hype, they got pump, but that's what we're going to get on AMC and GameStop. So what I'm trying to say is if XRP ran 644% and Ethereum Classic actually ran a similar percentage, which lines up perfectly to fib levels at about $113, beware. AMC going to lag 2 months behind XRP, right? XRP hit this high about December 1st. You're looking at a high of about February 1st. And if it starts January 9th, the run up, that's about a perfect time for AMC to hit a high of what would be about $31. Okay. Now, on top of that price target being about $31, let me zoom out for you guys. This also lines up with a descending resistance level. Okay. A macro level. Macro descending resistance on AMC, 664%, brings us up to about $31.75 if we followed XRP, if Ethereum Classic followed XRP. There are a lot of money making opportunities here. Again, very risky. I'm just willing to risk it. I want a bite of that pie if it does happen. Now, GameStop is trading at $28.25, down 1.3% on the day. Guys, we got a beautiful catalyst yesterday, and obviously we wanted to wake up and see the momentum continue upwards, but you got to take a step back and take a look at what Roaring Kitty is trying to tell us. You have longer to position yourselves. We are trying to figure out what exact way to position ourselves, and the fact that we get an extra day to figure it out makes me more excited because I want to know where to park my money. Now, I still see GameStop getting a minimum of $46, so waiting to park my money and, you know, get it ready just excites me even more because I assume, right, I have a nice sturdy 60% gain on the table, and if you're trading options, potentially 600% gain, whatever, right? Now, yesterday, GameStop saw a mass amount of short exempt volume, 107,000. AMC as well, 343,000. They obviously did not want this thing to run. You are seeing some beautiful articles like GameStop meme mania's back, all that other stuff, which is fun for us. It's great for us, but then you're also seeing the negative articles where AMC stock is tumbling, how Roaring Kitty tried and failed to reignite the meme frenzy, right? Obviously, you're going to see these FUD articles. Last but not least, I want to jump into the S&P 500. It's trading at 607.18. This is a little bit scary because I doubled down on my calls on the S&P 500. We've been trading outside of this channel for a while, and I just assumed momentum would continue. We are coming into the week of the FOMC meeting, which is a very, very dangerous week, in my opinion. It's a week that I have been calling for. And if this is the beginning, like Roaring Kitty's saying, next week's the beginning of the crash, and GameStop is going to get money filled into it. Now, obviously, if I am in calls on the SPY and calls on GameStop, my GameStop calls will likely outweigh my SPY calls bleeding, right? But I'm going to be watching this very closely, and I just want to point that out to you guys. I will be watching very closely. We hit one of my melt up price targets at 604.50. We didn't get to my last price target at 623.35. Again, next week could be a bullish catalyst. We could finish the melt up and head to that level. But what's dangerous is so many things hit crucial levels. XRP, Bitcoin hit above 100,000. Now you kind of have the big milestones out of the way. SPY past 600, Bitcoin past 100,000. You are and have been in a melt up. But overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Like the video on your way out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on AMC and GameStop. And if you're not in the Discord yet, it's the very top link in the description. We are getting a lot of new members who will absolutely enjoy Discord and love it. So level yourself up. You can make Discord money back for 10 years in one trade. So you see my trades as soon as I enter them. We talk stocks and crypto in there all day long. We have options, sweep alerts, dark pool trade alerts, insider trade alerts, market news, and more, all by AI bots. And just the best vibes in there. There are no bad questions. Best people. Come level yourself up. Get in the Discord. Link is in the description. And alongside that link is the Moomoo link, which is a free broker like Webull or Robinhood. But they actually give you some crazy tools to use to trade, like level 2 order book data, completely free, so you can see where whales are loading up and dropping off shares, access to trading options as a retail trader for free, and going short for free as a retail trader. Viewing other exchanges, customizable earnings calendar, but most importantly, once you sign up through my link and deposit into your account through this broker, you're getting up to 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 per stock, and earning 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash. So go do that, guys. Use the link, open an account, and make a deposit. The links are in the description. If you haven't seen the 2 videos I uploaded last night, make sure to go watch those. That is it. I love you all. Time for the shorts to cover. God bless. Lottery Stocks out.